Hey, Austin, I'm just wondering after a couple days to reflect, where you think things got away from you and what needs to improve here moving forward for this team.
I mean, obviously, I think everybody's still, pretty frustrated and, devastated from, from just a couple nights ago. So I'm not sure I can really share much more than what I did the other night, or about how we're feeling and stuff, because I'm not really sure much has changed.
Next up, we'll go to Kevin McGran, Toronto Star. Go ahead, Kevin.
Austin, I know you're not necessarily one for individual awards and individual accolades, but today you were nominated for the Ted Lindsay, which is, of course, as you know, a vote by the players, alongside Connor and Sydney. Does that mean anything to you at this point, or what does it mean to you at this point?
I mean, it's really humbling to be in the same conversation as those two players. So, yeah, I mean, that's it's always nice, but in the end of the day, obviously, going home, it's definitely a sour taste in your mouth, because those individual awards and stuff like that. I think they're great and all, but I don't think there's any quite the satisfaction that there is compared to just winning with the team and accomplishing something as a team. So
next up, we'll go to Mark Masters, TSN. Go ahead, Mark.
Austin, when a team loses, we tend to focus on what went wrong, but the Habs certainly played well down the stretch in that series, and it looked like you had a nice moment with Phil Deneau in the handshake line. How would you describe what it was like battling him game in, game out through 7 games?
Yeah, he's a really, really good player. I said it before. I think he's pretty underrated for what he brings. He's really smart, does a lot of the little things extremely well. So anytime we've played each other, he's obviously a very challenging player to play against. And yeah.
Next up, we'll go to Matt Larkin with the Hockey News. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, Austin. I'm just wondering, do you think that this team still has a mental block to overcome in high-stakes games, or is it more something just physical on the hockey side, the X's and O's that you have to overcome?
I think it's more, I'd say probably the mental side. I think it's just, realizing, when you got a team, in that position to obviously get the job done and close them out. So that's what great teams do. And obviously, we failed to execute in that department.
Next up, we'll go to Jonas Siegel with The Athletic. Go ahead, Jonas.
Yeah, Austin, how much of that do you think was bad luck in terms of the results, and how much do you think is something you and some of the guys will have to change in future playoffs?
I mean, I think you got to have luck to obviously, go a long way. I think anybody that's ever one said that, and I think you got to have, a lot of things that obviously go your way. And, I think on our end, there's really no excuses. You got to make your own luck. And obviously, we lost guys. We had guys step in the series, key players that, went down. And I think that's just all part of the game. It's all part of, playoffs. You got to kind of expect the unexpected. You never know what's going to happen. You never know, who's going to come in for who, or, who's going to get injured and stuff like that. So, I think you really make your own luck. But, like I said, we failed to execute in a number of different departments.
Next up, we'll go to Michael Trakos of Post Media. Go ahead, Michael.
Hey, Austin, I'm just wondering what you make of the suggestion that some people are saying that the big four on offense might need to be split up, namely even Mitch in a trade, just for better balance based on what happened again this year.
I don't make much of that, to be honest. Mitch is an unbelievable player. He's an unbelievable teammate. So that's just, something that I don't think anybody really thinks about or focuses on. I know in this room, everybody loves Mitch and everybody loves everybody in this room, and we really have a tight bond. So I think all the stuff on the outside noise, coming from the outside, it's, you guys have fun with that.
We'll take 2 more here. We'll go to Pierre LeBrun with The Athletic. Go ahead, Pierre.
Hey, Austin, obviously that kind of loss would hurt everyone in that room. But when you look in the faces of Joe Thornton and Jason Spezza, who are extending their careers because they want to win so badly. How does that affect the rest of the guys in the room, given how you've gotten to know those guys?
Yeah, I think it's it's I don't know really how to describe it, to be honest. It just sucks, those two guys are, a crucial part, of what we had going on here this year. And, like you said, they've been around for a long time. They, haven't gotten, to the top of the mountain yet. And so, it just, it sucks. And I think, we feel for each other. We're going to win as a team, we're going to lose as a team. And I think when you look around the room, obviously, you really feel for that, just because, like these guys have said, you only get so many cracks at it.
We'll go to Terry Koshan, Toronto Sun. Go ahead, Terry.
Hi, Austin. Thanks for your time today. You just kind of alluded to it. Win as a team, lose as a team, but you're seen as the face of the franchise here. How much do you take upon these losses on your own shoulders?
Yeah, I hold myself to a high standard. So, I try to compete every night and do obviously what I can. And, not being able to produce was obviously, produce the way I wanted to was obviously frustrating. But, like I said the other night, if you would have told me I would have had X amount of chances, our line, X amount of chances and only come out of it with, with a couple goals, I'd probably beg to differ, but that's obviously not the way it went. And we're put out there to produce, and we weren't able to get it done. So yeah.
Take two more here. We'll go to Steve Simmons, Toronto Sun. Go ahead, Steve.
Austin, a list came across yesterday that indicated that the 17 highest paid non-goaltenders in the NHL are all out of the playoffs now. Some didn't make it. Some were eliminated first round. What does that say about the sport, that teams that have balance, or more balance, I guess, or more money to spread around, seem to succeed more than teams that are soaking it into individual players?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm not sure really what that says. So sorry.
And the last one here, we'll go to Lance Hornby, Toronto Sun. Go ahead, Lance.
Austin, as you indicated about the other guys, it's a business in terms of players coming back, and that Freddie and Zach, their futures are out there. What can you say about playing with them the last few years, and your hopes that you can find some way to have them back?
Yeah, of course. I can't say enough good things about the both of them. They're both amazing teammates, huge parts of our program, and, extremely close with both of them. So obviously, like you said, we'd, love to have both of those guys back. So, they're just huge parts of this team, and, everybody really loves both of them. And, it's been a pleasure to obviously to play with these guys, ever since I came in, and all of us kind of coming in at similar times and being to grow with each other, and just become closer and closer. Myself and Frederick extremely close. So it's been awesome playing with these guys, and I'd love to continue doing that.